What's going on, y'all? This is Kev the Barber with another classic, and today we're going to be looking at Omnichord versus Stylistcord. Now, some of you guys may remember that I did a video called Omnichord, Is It Worth It? We're going to do a comparison and contrast. They set out to do the same thing, right? Now, we're going to see what exactly the difference is between these two. Sent it in this box, right? If you guys are not familiar with it, I put the link in the description below. Instantly, I can see the big difference between Stylistcord and Omnichord. One is smaller than the other. One of my biggest issues, as you can see in this clip here, is that Omnichord has a pretty weighted end. It's pretty heavy and it's pretty obscure. It's not as light, it gets in the way, it kind of bundles, and I wanted to see if Stylistcord did anything about that. When they sent these in, they give you a little sticker there. It says wall detailer. I got a Andis slimline, and I don't know what this is, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'm not quite sure what that is, and I'm not quite sure. Okay, and this is a senior, apparently. I don't think a senior has this, but anyway. They sent me 4 of these. We have an Andis Master, Wall Senior, we have a Andis Superliner, and I believe another Wall Senior, and we have a Wall Detailer. And another difference you can see in the Stylistcord and the Omnichord is how you attach them. In order for you to separate, you have to twist it off, and with the Omnichord, you have to press a button and switch it. Already I'm seeing a difference in cord girth as well. It's a different cord that I have for Omnichord, and this is a more slender. If you have a charging cord for your Sterling Forge or Magic clips, this cord is much like that, shiny, shimmery. And if you have a cord for your speed lines or Oster fast feeds, that is what the Omnichord is reminiscent of. Overall, the brilliance behind this product is, I think, great for reducing the cords that are inside of your barbershop. Reducing the cords that's in your barbershop, making it a lot more efficient when you're cutting hair. You won't have to trip over cords, or like sweeping becomes a lot easier. A lot of things that are unforeseen become much better when you have less cords. Of course, cordless would be the optimum. Having less cords with clippers, switching from, if you already have clippers, a lot of people now have a lot of cords and they're trying to go cordless. And in that transition, I think it'd be very brilliant for you to get these. I've been using Omnichord this entire time, and so first I'm going to start with the pros of Omnichord. For me, I really like this size of the connection is both a positive and a negative to me. For one, it's nice and easy, nice and intuitive. There are 3 holes in here. You can put it in. It's easy to see. It's easy to do. Easy to take out. So it's quick when you want to do it. The problem with that is anytime you're swinging this, you're also swinging the bottom part, which makes it a lot more awkward, especially when you got the cordless option. So this becomes very... it becomes a nuisance. One thing I care for is ergonomics, ease of use, and this right here is not that. It's just a little too heavy. If there's a way to make this bigger but less heavy, like this, keep this size but reduce the weight, or I don't know, move this along the cord somewhere. I mean, it's a little weird to plug this, keep switching from the base, but having it so close to the hand is just not the best situation. Great cord. Haven't had a problem with power. Haven't had a problem with anything like that. It's definitely like get the same exact result, I would say. Another really cool thing I like about the Omnichord is the push button. The push button is literally right there. It's easy for you to put in, push out. It's very intuitive, I think. Haven't had an issue with that either. The only issue I've had with any product or manufacturer, that anything that's created, you have issues with it wearing and tearing. One that I had, this piece broke off, and it actually, I had to get a new one. A little side note for anybody who wants to buy these Omnichords, they do offer installments yourself. If you are one that wants to tinker and want to learn your gear, I would do it myself. That's how I learn the insides and outs. If you don't know your tools, then you are really susceptible to any problems that it may have. You need to spend more money than you need to. You won't be able to cut as efficiently. But if you know exactly what's in your hand, you know exactly how to use it. So I would suggest that you would get it yourself and do it yourself. But if you're not that type of barber, you know, no knock to you. With this, now we have Stylistcord that solved the problem of bulk. But the issue that I find with this is it's not as intuitive, it's not as quick to put such a small thing together. You know what I'm saying? It's a little more, gotta be a little more focused. It slows you down a little bit more. And I hear a lot of people that have an issue with the 1-cord system is timing that it takes for you to go and plug in, plug out from cord to cord, from clipper to clipper. And it being this small means you have to be very accurate with your aim. and you have to be a little more focused on switching than you might want to. But the upside to having a smaller one is your ability to use it, your ability to cut hair actually. So I think the middle ground would be, as I said, for the Omnichord would be to have a larger, better, like easier aim, like dummy proof aim, so it could be easy for you to switch. We go from picking up clippers to having to plug in something and pick up clippers. The more steps, the more time. And in this industry, we are very stingy with our time. Customer comes in late, we get all pissy. Something happens wrong, we get all tight. So we got to make sure that our system is very time sensitive, very time aware, so that we aren't susceptible to any of the whims of our gear, our machines, which is why we need to know our machines. Because if we don't know them, then we don't know how much money we're losing. You know what I'm saying? We got to be efficient the whole time. But another difference I see between Omnichord and Stylistcord is twisting off rather than pushing off. I'm not quite sure. I can't think right now what the benefit of either one is. I think they're both, it's negligible with the differences between the two. It's locked in. You can't really accidentally separate this as much as you could with this. I mean, they both seem pretty sturdy. I don't have an issue with either one. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the difference between twisting and pushing. Not that big a difference to me. I was meaning to get a scale, a weigher. Kudos to the people creating and pushing the culture forward. This is literally the type of stuff I like to see from our manufacturers, from our people trying to improve the situation. Because now, imagine back in the day, we were using handheld clippers, then we went to corded, and then we took out the cord. We did cordless, 2 hours to 3 hour battery life, lithium ion. It's just keep on improving. Now we got cordless air compressors. Like, the game is moving forward. You got to continue to move with the game, or the game's going to leave you behind. So make sure that you keep up to date with the new gear, new stuff, and improve your work. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you guys like the in-depth comparison. If you have any questions, anything below, look down below. You look at the websites for these products. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.